If you want to be hitting the lower part of your chest, you want the seat up as high as possible, so your hands are down low. This will be working the lower part of your chest. If you want to hit the upper part of your chest, what's up guys, Joseph Rakic here from josephrakicfitness.com. Now today, in this video, I'm going to take you through my full chest workout. Now I've just finished training chest, so my chest is pretty fatigued, but I'm going to take you through the workout that I did, give you some tips and techniques along the way, and explain to you a certain few things that I like to do that allows me to activate my chest more, and more activation in the chest is going to lead to more muscle growth. So anyway, let's get started. First exercise that I did was incline dumbbell press done on this bench right here. Now, I'll share the tip and technique that I did for this exercise before I perform this exercise. But basically, whenever you're doing an incline pressing movement for the chest, your shoulders are going to be heavily activated, and most of the time they're going to take over the exercise. That's a really common thing that I see happen in the gym. They lie down on the bench and they just push up like this. What happened right there? The chest got deactivated and you just pushed up from your front deltoids. So that right there is incorrect. The tip or technique that I'm going to share with you guys is something that has really helped me develop my chest, especially the upper chest. And that is sitting down on the bench first, dropping my traps down, pinching my shoulder blades back together like this, and puffing my chest out. Now this is the posture that I hold throughout this whole entire movement. Now what this does, it eliminates your front deltoids as much as possible. They're still going to be used as a secondary muscle somewhat, but you eliminate them as much as you can. When you eliminate your shoulders as much as you can, all it does is places more stress and more activation on the chest, especially the upper chest, which is exactly what you want for more chest growth. Mistake number two that people make, they come down to the bench and they go right the way up and lock out like this. What happens when you lock out? You shift the stress from your chest, you put it onto your shoulders, your triceps, and also your elbows. Incorrect. For the muscle to grow, we want to apply as much stress to the muscle as we can. Now to do that, I advise using a partial range of motion, or if you do use a full range of motion, just stop just shy of the lockout. So just there. What that allows you to do, it allows you to keep the stress exactly where you want it. Anyway, I'm going to perform my set right now. Alright, so drop my traps down, pinch my shoulder blades back together, and puff my chest up. Now I'm not going to go right the way up and lock out. I'm going to keep the reps partial. So that right there was exercise number one. Now I did 5 sets in total for this, and the rep range was anywhere from 10 to 20. Start off with a lightweight and progress up in weight as each set went along. Alright, so the tip or technique that I want to share on this exercise is the seat placement is really important to where you want to be hitting. If you want to be hitting the lower area of your chest, you want the seat. There's a beer at the door. If you want to be hitting the lower part of your chest, you want the seat up as high as possible, so your hands are down low. This will be working the lower part of your chest. If you want to hit the upper part of your chest, you want the seat as low as you can, so your hands are up high. What we're going to do, we're going to try and work the entire chest evenly, so we're going to use somewhat of a normal seat placement here. So So not too high, not too low. But again, depending on what area of the chest you're trying to build, adjust the seat accordingly. So just to recap on that, seat really low for the upper chest, seat really high for the lower chest. Now the reason that I find the chest press so effective, the cable chest fly so effective, is because it allows you to get such a good stretch through the chest. It allows you to stretch up the entire chest, rip all those muscle fibers on the negative rep, and then it allows you to get a good squeeze and contraction. So with the pec deck here, you can get a good squeeze and contraction, and that entire pectoral muscle, entire chest is contracted with the weight. It's very beneficial to use this to get that contraction. Where if you did dumbbells and you contracted it, you wouldn't get that same contraction because there's no gravity pulling against you, which is actually our third exercise, and I'm going to go into more detail about that. Anyway, pinch my shoulder blades back together, puff my chest up, squeeze, big stretch.
Drop it again!
So see what I did there, guys? I basically holded each contraction for 1 second, 1 or 2 seconds. It really allows the blood flow to get into the muscle and basically fills the muscle up with blood. And the more blood into the muscle allows for more nutrients to get into the muscle post-workout, which is going to fuel your muscle growth. All right, exercise number 3. We're gonna make our way over to the dumbbells. Alright guys, on that exercise there was 4 sets and the rep range was 10 to 20. Third exercise now, we are back to the incline bench. This time we're doing flies on the incline bench, similar to over there. However, when we perform flies on the pectoral machine, we could bring it right the way together, squeeze, contract the chest, because there is gravity pulling against you. With the dumbbell flies we cannot do that. So if we bring them together, all you're doing is deactivating the chest because there's no gravity pulling against you. So the typical technique that I'm going to share with you guys when performing dumbbell flies is to get a good stretch, but then only come up 3/4 of the way. This is exactly how Arnold used to perform his dumbbell flies. So you come to about there and back down. What this does, it keeps stress, it keeps tension on the chest the whole entire time. As soon as you connect the dumbbells, the activation is removed from your chest. Big stretch to there. So muscle growth, guys, it basically comes down to applying as much stress and as much activation, as much emphasis to the muscle that you're training. So that right there, using a partial range of motion, is a great technique that you want to include. Also, notice how I was doing a slow negative on the way down. Believe it or not, there was actually more muscle fibers ripped on the eccentric rep, which is the negative rep, than the concentric, which is the contraction. So you really want to pay attention to doing the negative reps, controlling the weight on your way down, whether you're doing a fly, a bench press, a bicep curl, whatever you're doing, pay attention to the negative, because there's actually more muscle fibers ripped on the negative rep, the eccentric rep. Alright guys, exercise number 4 for this chest workout, we are going to go to incline push-ups. That is correct. Now you're probably going to think, incline push-ups, it's not really an exercise that's going to pull the bottom mass, but that is where you're wrong. Muscle grows from overload. Now there are many different types of overload that you can place the muscle under. Weight overload, stress overload, repetition overload. Now, majority of the time when you're in the gym and you're training, you're overloading the muscle with stress and with weight, you know, doing heavy weights. And that's what gets your chest to grow. However, what we're going to do here is we're going to do incline push-ups. Now, one set is going to be a superset. So it's 2 sets done back to back. And the reason why this is so beneficial is because 1, the reps are going to be high, and 2, it's going to be a superset, so 2 sets done back to back. Therefore, we're placing a lot more stress to the muscle than what it hasn't experienced before. So I guess a take-home point of this exercise, or the message that I'm trying to deliver to you guys, is always mix your routine up, always do different things, always do things outside the box. Because you don't always have to stick to the barbell bench press, the dumbbell flies. You can mix things up. Variety is key to ongoing progression. So right now for this exercise, we're doing incline push-ups, 20 reps with a 10-second break, and then 20 reps again. And that is going to be 1 set completed. Now again, we're going to use partial range of motion just so the chest does not get a break, and that way we can apply as much damage to the muscle as we can. Notice I'm not just pumping through the reps like this, I'm trying to make each rep count. And there you go. That is a great way to apply a lot of stress to the muscle than what it usually would experience. The take-home message there is, here's a quote that I like to live by when I'm training. Don't count the reps, make the reps count. So I was doing 2 sets of 20, which was 1 set, but instead of trying to get to the 20 reps, I'm trying to make each one of those reps as beneficial as I can. So really focusing on pushing with the chest on every rep rather than just getting through to the end number, which is 20. 3 sets in this and 20 reps for each one of these sets. And that was the end of my chest workout, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a few tips and techniques along the way. Make sure you guys apply this to your own training because it will definitely help you in getting the results that you want. But the number one most important thing to obviously getting results in the gym, whether that be building muscle or losing body fat, it all comes down to a diet. No matter how hard you're training in the gym, if you're not following a good diet where you're getting your protein, carbs, fats, it is going to affect your results and you're not going to get the most out of your workouts. So if you guys do need help with a personalized meal plan or workout program to achieve your fitness goals, I can help you. I'm an online personal trainer. I'll put some of my client transformations in the screen right now. Check them out. Now if you want results like that, I can help you. All my meal plans and workout programs are updated on a monthly basis via my mobile app, and that's why my clients get ongoing continuous results. I've helped more than 100,000 clients worldwide now, and I want to help 1 million people worldwide, and that will happen I know that for a fact. Anyway guys, I'm looking forward to working with you, and if you are serious about changing your physique, I can help you. Links in the description box down below right now. Thanks again for watching. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because every single day I do drop a new video.